So I'm looking for ALTON MCCASKILL because Arizona State, that is, just played Wyoming. So let's find them highlights and look for where in the world is ALTON McCaskill. I don't want to call him McNoskill right now, but let's look at him. Is he here? I don't see him. Who that is? Where he at? Is this him? Nah, I think that's him. Nah, that ain't him. That's Cam. You feel me? The real star. Where in the world is ALTON McCaskill, y'all? I still see the star players. I see the star players. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to find out where in the world is ALTON McCaskill. We might even have to call his daddy on this right quick, and the loudmouth, quote unquote, mama. Give me my theme song. So in other words, watching your boy ALTON McCaskill, we got to watch a lot of highlights and a lot of plays. I'm not going to even delay nothing. We got a good show today with nothing but receipts for everybody, because there's a lot of people who are groupies. They don't really follow the sport. They just see highlights and want to be part of something. And we welcome that. But what we don't like you guys doing is speaking in the comment sections about these videos. These videos are not for you groupies. It's only for the real people who understand the game and follow the game. Now, if you want to click like on the video and watch the videos, thank you very much. You want to come in the comment sections and say thank you, whatever, thank you very much. But when you post these crybaby comments, it's like, do you talk to a brick wall? So why do you expect me to keep talking to a brick wall? You don't watch football. But we do. Being that we watch football, let's take a look at the gentleman by the name of ALTON McCaskill. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy here on your screen did not tell you about the score that you seen here. 7-48. So you probably thinking, just like Dylan Edwards' game with Kansas State, a blowout. Calm down, Wyoming Cowboys, but nonetheless, they beat them. But with all the crap that ALTON and his father and mother talked about Deion Sanders and their experience at Colorado Universities over there, way over there in Boulder, it leads you to believe Cuzzo performed, right? He went brazy. He celebrated. He had a good time. It was something to leave us speechless, because his daddy told us he has to be the #1 running back anywhere he goes. So you're thinking at least minimum #2 running back, and at least minimum he gonna get 7 to 10 carries. Actually, even 7 is pitiful, but he said he #1 running back, right? So let's go to the actual stats and look at some of these things. Ladies and gentlemen, I tried to fall back and look at what ALTON McCaskill did. This guy ran out there 7 attempts for 17 yards, 2.4 average. It's just one of these things that don't look good at all. To hear this guy talk and pop his collar, I was just popping my collar. I'm just popping my collar. Well, he's popping his mouth. And it goes to show you how pitiful this is. I'm going to show you the real star of that football game, who should have intimidated ALTON from even going to that school to begin with. But let's look at the highlights and show you every other running back that excelled in that game besides ALTON McCaskill. Starting with the superstar of the team. Well, one of them. Now let's go to one of the main stars, which is Cam. That's the real star of the team. Let's just keep going with these highlights. Pick up a 14 at the 40-yard line of Wyoming. Right. All I see is other running backs. Where is ALTON? Where is he? If you squint hard, you can see him on the bench holding somebody's Gatorade. But anyways, everybody excelled. So where was ALTON? right? Everybody excelled, right? Let's keep looking at it. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, man, ALTON MCCASKILL left Colorado because he wasn't the #1 running back, just like Dylan Edwards. With our people, you can't satisfy some of them. So now he's transferred to Arizona State, where he's the running back #5. That's right, 5th string. Like Dylan Edwards fighting to get the 3rd string position. So he's sharing the 3rd and 4th string at Kansas State. So the real star of this team, I'm going to highlight him right quick for you guys right quick, because for us aficionados who pay attention to the game, we're not somebody who pop out here just to cry and act like we're a victim of something that doesn't exist. So this guy you see over here, Cam Scatterbull, he is now an NFL draft prospect. All thanks to the guys of ALTON MCCASKILL. This guy has led the team in rushing last year, but he thought about leaving the team. Cam wanted to go somewhere else, but he figured out that I can't just leave my team like that. I have to start where I came at and make sure I finish the job and get the job done. Something that ALTON doesn't know and doesn't understand, because he runs away. So when you look at the prospect of what Cam got going on at Arizona State, he is far superior and better than Cam Scatterbull. But you don't hear Cam father calling out Arizona State's coach because he doesn't look like him. But when you look like some of us, we're feeling free that we owe each other something, which is unbelievable. But let's keep going more. So you're looking at Cam, Arizona State Sun Devils running back Cam Scatterbull brought quite a resume to Arizona State when he transferred from Sacramento State. He averaged 9.1 yards per carry in 2021, then 7 in 2022, before making the leap to power conference level. You know what I mean? He didn't disappoint in any means in 2023, as you guys can see. But I say scam, that's ALTON. But Cam, I'm gonna let you listen to the video of pro scouts and people who are connected to scouts speak on Cam and tell you about his NFL potential. But we're not gonna hear about ALTON's NFL potential.
Cam Scatterbull, and he was a lot of fun to watch last year. But it's not just about him in that running back room. I'd love to get your thoughts on the depth of that position that you have going into the season.
Yeah, Cam's percent body fat is down, I think 3 or 4% since last year. His top speeds are higher than they've been. His mindset's he's a different person mentally in terms of how focused he is and how driven he is this year. So that's a guy that he had a great year last year, but he didn't even. I mean, he's a different player. This Cam has the potential to play on Sunday. Last year's Cam did not, and that's.
You heard it. This year, that boy came ready. Unlike you, he didn't cry about playing times and positions and favoritisms and trying to be the #1 running back. He came and realized, I can't just leave my guys. I got to come and finish the job I came to do. He's being rewarded by every scout who's watching him. He is not the next ALTON MCCASKILL, and I'm not going to even denigrate him and compare him to McCaffrey because they're white. I'm going to say he's a Barry Sanders type of Swiss Army knife who can be used in the slot receiver position and in the running back position. But let's keep going further with this. The real reason you left Colorado is because there were real dogs there. You weren't prepared to work hard. Now, they didn't even give you a garbage time minutes like that. Just like, well, even Dylan got some garbage time, but you didn't, ALTON. So are you going to transfer from Arizona State? You're not even being recognized as a football player, maybe just a student. Now, Arizona State University didn't even really need ALTON MCCASKILL. He didn't. They didn't. The institution don't even know you exist, bro. They use you as a token piece, much like the rest of the transfers, to throw it in Coach Prime's face. That's the only reason they'll take any of you guys and who you transfers are. Now, you'll transfer from a black coach automatically. You feel me? Because you thought he was going to let you start. You thought he was going to let you command the team or whatever, but you don't hold that accountability to white coaches. I know why. You guys have a privileged position when you see someone who looks like you. Now, wasn't Coach Prime the one who tried to protect you? I'm talking to your dad as well. Didn't Coach Prime try to protect y'all son? I mean, the one who told the son to take your time, don't rush back, because you matter to me. That's what Coach Prime told your son. Now it's favoritism. Listen to me, guys. If Coach Prime would have put your son in there, because your son wasn't really that healthy, if he would have thrown your son in there and your son had got injured again, you know what folks like you and the groupies who would have said? Coach Prime tried to hurt the player. He doesn't care about players. We know you guys far too well, and it's a professional victim mentality, no accountability. Now, I'm sure the next coach will love this attitude, but your dad is a helicopter dad. All he do is one of these guys who set their kids up for failure. Now, let me fast forward and show you what I'm talking about, his dad. A lot of you guys don't know what's going on, but this video isn't only going to be about McCaskill not doing well. When you read scripture like my daddy taught me, you have to read scripture like you're edifying a room. It has to be precepts upon precepts. So let's go to the origins and how all this started. So you know McCaskill, he played for Colorado, but he was injured leaving Houston as a leading rusher for Houston University. He comes to Colorado, but being injured like that, we can't do much with you besides getting you ready for the big leagues. And when you look at his aficionado stats and resume, he's a big bat, 6'1", 215 pounds. Of course, we needed him at the time, but he's damn near expired with the mentality and not having a durability. You know what I mean? So all these things, when he reacted, he made it clear that his father was not his father like that because he's not in his life. He made a whole lot of excuses. I'm going to show you how he's using it as an excuse, but let's go to some of the things that his father said. His father came out and said, if my son was not running back number 1, we got to go, McCaskill father said, wrote in a new deleted post. We know why he deleted it. He deleted it because of guys like me was on him. No Diddy, but let's keep going with it. He said he was ready last year. He's 100% this year. Unfortunately, have to find another home where there's no favoritism. We just showed proof it's going to be a lot of favoritism there of the real hard workers. But he said he is valued, appreciative, and has no doubt about running back number 1. He is the best running back in Colorado. He's not settling. No, Charlie Offerdahl was better than your son, sir. Your son is not a hard worker, but let's keep going. This is the deleted tweet. You guys seen what he wrote to you groupies who like to say, he didn't do nothing wrong. Leave him alone. You just want to bash that kid. These niggas are like 20-something years old. I was in Iraq at these dudes' age, younger than them, in matter of fact. You know what I mean? I didn't hear Uncle Sam telling me, don't send them to Iraq and Afghanistan. They're too young. When we're getting motored, I didn't hear anybody saying they're being motored. They shouldn't be here. They're too young. Grow up and don't follow football if that's not your thing. But let's keep going. So you got to look at a lot of the things. And Alton dad, you feel me? He tweeted more things, and you guys can pause and read it. It was not just that tweet only. It was a lot of tweets where he kept tweeting and throwing shots after shots at Deion Sanders. You can look at McCaskill's career here and how it ended up. You guys can pause these receipts. I'm not going to keep slowing down. We're going to keep going. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm making a documentary with receipts over here on this platform. We don't just yap, since you people like saying that. We bring the receipts. We don't care about your personal feelings. Now, what it is here is he's protecting his son to be great somewhere else where he can be running back number 1. I suspect the job will be earned, not given. So all good. It's all good. You know what I mean? Prime will continue to get criticisms, especially while his sons are still playing there. But when they leave, what will the excuses be? But let's keep going because I digress. You know what I mean? It never stopped from there. He said, we're good. I trust the recruiting team. This is Deion Sanders responding to the McCaskill family, the mother, the dad, and Alton. He said, we're good. That's what Coach Prime said. He said, I trust the recruiting team. I trust our coaches, and please, I have some faith in me. Please have some faith in me, I mean to say. Sanders said via ESPN, we good. We all right. We all right. Sanders will go in again on these transfer players. Deion Sanders will say, I think we got some starting caliber players coming in from visits pretty soon. Maybe even this weekend, which is why Dylan Edwards left. But then he said, but we can attract those type of players. Sanders said. I don't think we're losing those type of players. He's basically saying Alton and Dylan and all the rest, they're not these dogs we're getting coming in. We didn't lose no good players like that, because he said, I don't think we're losing those type of players. And if we do, we're good. We're good. We're making a big deal out of nothing, which he's saying to y'all. But we can keep going with this because Alton will break his silence during this time and call out his father. He disowned his father in front of the world, which shows you the character traits of one ALTON MCCASKILL. He was really raised more by his mom, even if that was through custody or his mom being a B word, keeping him away from his dad. But he was raised by his mama because he behaves like his mama, right? So let's keep going with it. He says the statement is not true. I don't have relations with this man. Please check out my page for official statement. Remember that in your head. I'm gonna show you more receipts, because according to Alton, them statements was true, which was false. But I believe Alton is a liar. I believe he confided to his dad and told his dad all that. And like most parents, they're going to bring in front of the world what their kids tell them. But I got to be fair and be non-biased. Let's have some transparency. So Alton goes more in on his dad. He's like, it's not true. I don't have relations with that man. Please check my page for official statements. What if I show you dudes real receipts that Alton might be lying, because the dad is going to deny all these things with plausible cause. The dad is going to show, or this is his account right here, so you guys can go watch where I got these receipts from, because a lot of you groupies like to call people liars with no proof, just saying we're liars while I'm showing you guys proof. But we know what a groupie does. Let's keep going. So the dad said, always show up, bro. Believe that. Shout out to him. He's not going to let nobody tarnish his name. He's letting the world know, bro, I'm here for my kids. So the dad goes in deeper about this. He's telling somebody who told him this seems to be the only picture you have with him, which is lies. We're going to show that this Daniel Williams character is a groupie, much like you guys, because the dad said to him, God bless you, brother. It's over with. You can move on respectfully, because the dad did debunk a lot of these. The dad is going to speak about this, and we have a video.
Working it out. Believe that.
Thank you. He gave all the glory to God. It sounds much like he has a loudmouth baby mama. No offense to Alton. I'm not trying to disrespect your mom. She disrespected herself when she came at a lot of us in the comment sections, yapping and lying about Deion Sanders' name. She flat out lied about a lot of stuff in the comment sections. Go check out my prior videos about Alton. I already showed that receipt. I ain't trying to hear the gossip. We come here for facts, opinions based on actual situations that happen, not made up reasons to coddle people. So I'm gonna keep on going with it. The dad keeps denying it, and he shows proof. He shows him and his son together. Seems like father and son having a great time together. His dad is a barber. So did Alton use his dad to get a free haircut? Or you really do have a good relationship with your father, but you're behaving like your mama? I blocked out Alton's sister's face because I don't know her age, because I'm a respectable dude. But look at Alton and his dad. Look like the dad is always at the game. But Alton, I'm gonna tell you why he got scared and said his dad is not in his life, just like his mama. But let's keep going. The dad is showing you him and his son together. It's a lot of pictures that he made sure to show. You see he's celebrating his son victories with the trophies, but I thought you said he's never in his son's life, and you groupies are saying there's only one picture of them together. I've been showing more, and there's really hundreds of them. I didn't feel like posting every single one, but I gave you guys his account to go look at it, bro. So don't take my word. Go do the research instead of yapping and yelling. These are multiple pictures of the dad always being there. So why didn't, and let me show you proof. I'm gonna show you proof right quick. Why did he denounce his father? Because them Colorado fans and supporters like me and our supporters over here was on his tail. He knew it's a bad look to make a melanated brother look bad like that, and we made sure to bring that out. So he didn't want that to follow his next wave at Arizona State. He tried to clean it up, because if you think I'm lying, the dad been speaking about Alton. How come Alton McCaskill didn't click on a post like this tweet and say, "Don't speak on me. You ain't never been there." Why he didn't say nothing about this one? How come he didn't bring it up about this one here when the father is speaking great about things over here about his son too? Looks like it's the same pattern the dad been speaking well about Alton. The thing is, Alton is somewhat of a dude who doesn't have accountability of his actions. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna keep going on with what I said. You know what I mean? Alton McCaskill left Colorado because he's having daddy issues. You know what I mean? I feel bad for him, honestly. So you don't want favoritism, but he has to be the #1 running back wherever he goes. Sounds like that would be favoritism. You have to earn the running back position. I don't care if it's #1, 2, 3, 4th, or 5th string like Alton is. You have to earn a position on the team. They don't just give it to you because I'm melanated. Now, Alton did feel the same way when it backfired and he tried to separate from it, much like trying to disown his father. That's wild to me, man. So, man, you and nephew jumped the gun. You feel me? If he had stayed, he would be the #1 running back right now with Deion Sanders. But now he got to go find another place to compete like he did at Arizona, and he can't even compete there as well. See, this is the problem when fathers, you feel me, of these athletes try to live vicariously through their children without thinking the quote unquote consequences is gonna and actions is gonna have on your kids throughout their whole adulthood. You're failing your kids like that. You know what I mean? And it's a combination of things I see, man. Like things of with the pops, that is. Some kids were told that they didn't have a chance of getting in on the field, and some kids wanted to be the featured guy. It isn't a problem thing. It's a ego thing, and it's basically to go to a situation that puts them in the best situation to get to the NFL. I don't fault anyone but the character who thinks they have to be in a privileged position and be given things. They're even splitting backs in the NFL. They're counting carries there too in the professional leagues. I know some teams will count them from college too, bro. We got to give the staff credit for putting his health first at Colorado and preserving his future where he could be a 5th string at Arizona State. So he needs to be thankful that Prime preserved his career because he got 2 more years after this. But all I hear is yapping and yelling from you groupies. DJ Bless one is the best one. We bring receipts here, man. Here, man, I need to give y'all a tissue right quick, man. Where's the tissue at, bro? I can hear all that crying going on right now, bro. Here's this tissue for all you people crying, bro. You can have that. Love your family, love your kids, and stay blessed. All that hoopalaya. Man, give me my theme song.